For the past several months, and really ever since they made the announcement about this series in the first place, people have been very skeptical about The Acolyte, a new Disney Star Wars series led by former Harvey Weinstein personal assistant Leslie Headland, who made sure to tell everybody that not only is this going to be all about female empowerment, but also that her life and her experience as a lesbian will be very, very important to this show. Can't wait. That's what excites Star Wars fans, right? But it wasn't until a few weeks ago when they finally released the trailer, because until now, they had been so quiet about anything involving this show, in all likelihood because they knew it was going to get destroyed. And Lucasfilm was 100% right about that, because it did. This is the worst ratio we've ever seen for anything related to Star Wars in terms of a trailer released for a movie or TV series. We had never seen something get more dislikes than likes in Star Wars history, even though the past dozen years have been horrific for Star Wars. Yet the Acolyte trailer accumulates almost 650,000 dislikes to less than 200,000 likes, a total and complete obliteration. And now, as we're only 2 months away from the premiere of this in June, it looks like Lucasfilm is trying to go out there and convince somebody, anybody, to actually give this show a chance. Because here we are, Empire Magazine. They often do these specials with Empire for anything Star Wars that comes out. Pretty common. And they're doing it once again for The Acolyte exclusive. Meet the new Jedi Army. Prepare for the return of the Jedi. Oh my God, really use that phrase. Empire World's exclusive The Acolyte issue dives into Star Wars' bold new mystery series. Speaking to creator Leslie Headland, and stars Amanda Stenberg, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Lee Jung-jae, and more. On sale Thursday, April 11th. So until that, we're really not going to know everything that's involved. They are starting to release a couple sneak peeks and things like that, talking about, hey, look at the covers that we're putting out. Aren't those incredible? Oh, by the way, we're going to go over the fall of the Jedi. And really, the thing that I find the most interesting, at least in all of the write-ups that we've seen so far, we haven't really seen too much talking about identity politics or virtue signaling. I wonder why that is. In several of these, right, the Acolyte title explained, it's a position that someone is going to fulfill. And this one, talking about Carrie-Anne Moss. Carrie-Anne Moss, Jedi Master Indara, is very much inspired by Trinity. They wanted you to think of the Matrix when you saw her doing some hand-to-hand combat and even using the Force and things like that. However, when you go through all of these, wasn't too much about these people's sexual preferences or identities or anything like that. Now, this is just a snippet, though. I'm sure there's going to be more when the actual thing comes out, but it seems like, as for right now, they might be trying to stay away from some of that. Unfortunately, it's way too late. The Acolyte, the ship has sailed, because for the last 2 years, all we've fucking heard about this thing is identity politics related. Whether it's the casting, whether being proud to have your first transgender actor in Star Wars, whether how many people associated with this identify as non-binary or queer or gay or lesbian. It seems like almost every person cast, that's how they fall into. And they're very happy to talk about what they feel about Star Wars and why Star Wars needs to change. You have things like this. The Acolyte's Jodie Turner-Smith claims show having a black lead is so groundbreaking. And also that it's time for more women in Star Wars, because Star Wars has been about a man's journey. There's too many men, the patriarchy. We need more women. Have you watched Star Wars for the past fucking decade? I think not. And of course, another actor, Charlie Bennett, says he never thought he could play a Jedi. It's him right here. He never thought he could play a Jedi because he'd never seen himself represented that way throughout these films in the past. Man, you must have not watched for a while either, have you? That's so fucking weird. But it seems like they're staying away from some of that shit, whether it's they're directed to or not, whether we haven't seen the entirety of these Empire interviews or not. Ultimately, I think a lot of people already have their minds made up about what they think the Acolyte's going to be, fair or unfair. But they're the ones that for the past 2 years have been telling us exactly what to expect. And now that they're trying to convince people to give it a chance, trying to ignore the backlash, it seems like that is far too little and far too late. What do you guys think about this? Do you think the strategy, do you think they're going to get anybody else invested in this with these new interviews they're set as they're going into full court press when it comes to PR? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.